Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. Thank you so much for choosing to start your morning with us right here. Listen, man, now it's time to get to know our performing artist for the day. Niyaaz Arendse was first introduced on national TV with his astounding performance on one of South Africa's most popular singing competitions in 2010 at the age of 14. This was followed by the biggest singing competition in South Africa in 2018, and he placed in the top 4 and top 5 of these competitions respectively. Today, he has embarked on his solo career and is releasing his debut single this coming Friday.
Whoa,
Firstly, I'm so excited to see you again.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
We go back.
We go back.
You guys
We're
go
back in time.
You guys know each other from the street.
Just like
Niyaaz, it's so good to see you. I know that for a lot of people who know you, they know that you started your career off as part of a boy band.
Yes.
And then you went to pursue your own sort of solo career. You went on your own path. How did that come about?
So it was kind of sad, and I was kind of happy and sad at the same time, because the group that I was with, we actually went to high school together. So we've been friends for like 7-8 years. So it was very difficult to build up the courage to leave, but it was around the time when I was deciding to audition for Idols. And it was either that, or I go my own path, or I stay with the group. And they were kind of very supportive and very understanding of the path that I wanted to take, because they understood that I've been singing since I was like 4 years old.
Wow.
You know, when we started the band, it was more for them. It was more like, we're gonna get girls, you know, we're gonna, you know. For me, it was like a passion, and I think they kind of understood when I took my own path, and
Look
that's
at you
how
now.
it happened.
Look at you now.
I love it when, groups separate based on mutual agreement. They understood where you were coming with your music. And you've been doing this for years. And finally, on Friday, you are releasing your much-anticipated album called
excited.
Don't Need It. What was the motivation behind it?
Okay, so I had two singles that I basically recorded before this, and for some reason, every time I went into studio and I finished the tracks, I was like, I'm not feeling it. And then one day, I got a message from a friend of mine, a producer friend of mine. He's called Sick Love, and he sent me a couple of beats, and I wasn't that in love with the beats, but there was a 10-second clip that he sent me with just the bass line that he was working on at that moment. And I was like, please send me that bass line, because I really like it. I like how groovy it sounds. He sent it to me. The next day I went to my other friend who was in the band with me, Junaid. He fully produced the track, mixed and mastered it as well. He built it from scratch. Once we had the beat, my other friend now, who's also in the band with me, Herschel, we sat and we just started recording melodies, like 20, 25, 30 melodies, and we just recorded them. And I chose exactly which melodies I wanted. I slotted it in, started writing, and that's how the song came.
You were buzzing from that. There's something to be said about collaboration, especially in music. Look at you now, having worked with people who you previously worked with in a band, who you sang with, and now you guys get to work together again. Absolutely organic. But how was that process of having worked together in a band and singing together in a band, and now collaborating again in a different setting altogether?
So after the band and I parted ways, they kind of stayed together, but they kind of did their own thing as well. So it was cool to see that Junaid, the baker, he was doing producing. Herschel was, producing as well. They're all doing their own thing. So it's cool to see that everyone grew from the group. But yeah, like I said, the experience that I had with the boys, like us being at high school together, it was a cool vibe. Like we just sat down, everything came naturally to us. It was like we were still part of the boy band in a sense. One of the members actually wasn't there, and he was actually very jealous that he wasn't part of the whole process. But yeah, he was working anyway. But yeah, it was a cool experience coming together and just producing this amazing track.
Nice. And then just very briefly, what can we expect from you in 2020? I know the national shutdown is happening very soon, in a day, in a few hours, and you are going on live stream to give us a performance.
Yes.
So how can people get involved in all of that?
So people are already texting you about it.
Sorry.
They're just like, I see you on TV.
That's funny. So yeah, on Friday I have a live streaming concert that I'm doing. So I was gonna do a single launch. Everyone has to do a single launch. Obviously, with the COVID-19 and the shutdown going on, we're obviously not allowed to do that. So I came up with the school idea is to do a free concert for everyone, live stream the concert, get the band, and basically have like an online launch type of a thing.
I love
So that's
that.
happening on Friday, and I'm excited for that as well.
This is such
Social
big
media
stuff.
platforms quickly. On Instagram.
Social media platforms. Okay, here we go. So Twitter, it's where do I look? Twitter, Niyaaz Arendse 2. Instagram is Niyaaz Arendse _official. And then I have a fan page called Idols SA Niyaaz Arendse. Then I have my normal page called Niyaaz Arendse. And then I have another page called Niyaaz Arendse.
We'll share those details.
Yeah. It's on the screen somewhere.
Throughout the morning. We'll definitely share those with you guys. Of course, this launches on Friday. You can catch it live on the social media platforms, which I think is absolutely fantastic. The single is called Don't Need It. You want to make sure that you are part of the action and part of the buzz with Niyaaz Arendse. Of course, he's still here on your Feel Good Breakfast show.